Today we are going to see NX planar deburring operation in which you can do deburring. Deburring is an operation which is used to remove all sharp edges at the component, and there are two ways to specify that particular sharp edges. First, you need to specify the workpiece to which you want to make a deburring. If you have a raw material model, then specify in a blank. If you are not having, leave it. If you are using magnetic bed, then no need to specify any fixture or jig. Suppose in some components, if you are having fixture or jig, at that moment you have to specify in this particular check, so that your software will understand at that area it should not machine. I am inserting an operation. You may insert by right clicking here, go to insert operation, otherwise click on workpiece and go for this create operation in a ribbon bar. Once you click that one, it will show you one pop-up window where create operation it will show, and in that specifically you need to select mill planar type. In that you may find this particular planar deburring operation over here. Select that. When you say OK, you need to specify the tool, then go for geometry, tool axis, feed speed, non-cutting moves. So while specifying tool, there are two ways to specify tool. One, you can retrieve it from the existing library. Other one is you need to create tool subtype here. For this type of operation, there are two kinds of tools which are supported. One is chamfer mill, another is ball mill. As of now, we will take this particular chamfer mill and give that name as you want and mention the dimension of that one here to understand. Like suppose if I want to take 16 R4 or 16 chamfer 4, then mention 16 here, go inside that, give the diameter and mention chamfer length here, and also you need to mention chamfer angle. If you want to see exactly what does this length defines, you will have this particular legend. In that you will find in bracket there is a C means you can see here, and this is a chamfer length. Like that you can understand, and you have to mention the length is nothing but the total length which is mounted or hold on the holder or a shank. Flute length is nothing but up to which your cutting edge is having. If you know exactly, then give it. And flutes are nothing but number of cutting edges which you have. Suppose if you are having 3 cutting edges, mention 3 over here, and the location of the tool in your magazine you mention here. Suppose tool number is 12, then mention tool number 12. If you want adjust register 1, then mention 1. Otherwise, if you want to maintain H value same as that T value, then again you need to mention that particular value over here. So while doing this, if you are willing to consider holder, go for holder and give specification of holder. As of now, I will refer this particular region and I will create holder. In other words, if you are having existing holder with you, a solid body, once you need to select, then you go for solid body, and then you need to select that particular holder body. As of now, I am not having any holder with me. That's why I am going for here lower diameter. I will mention here. You can refer this particular sketch to better understanding. Lower diameter I will mention 50. Length of that one I will mention about 30 mm. Upper diameter I want to have it as 70. You can see the preview over here. So whenever you are creating, it will go on adding the steps. Again I want to add one similar cylindrical step over here, then go for add new. Like that you have to create a holder. Once you create holder and tool, come out of this particular tool creation, just hit OK. You will come back again to this particular plane node. In this Z Chamfer setting you need to specify. Chamfer Z Offset means the height with which you want to remove. Suppose I want to remove 0.5 in vertical direction or height of that one. Then I will mention 0.5. The chamfer size I want to mention means the side how much it is you want to move. If you want 0.5 by 0.5 chamfer, then mention 0.5 by 0.5 value. Suppose if you are willing to remove 1 mm material all along the sharp edges, at that moment you need to mention 1 mm both the sides. It is sideways removal, it is vertical direction removal. Now cut direction, you want clean cut or conventional cut, you need to decide. In clean cut what happens, the direction of chip and your workpiece movement will be in opposite direction. If you keep conventional cut, the chip movement and workpiece movement will be in same direction. If you keep a clean cut, what happens, the load will be more on the spindle. If you keep conventional cut, load will be less. And whenever there is a sharp edge, sharp corners are arrived, at that moment how you want to cut, whether you want to go for roll around or extend. Most of the people will prefer for extend instead of roll around to get the sharpness of the edges. What I can do here, I will generate the operation so that I will show you the other options in the geometry. This message I am getting here, you may observe it has generated operation on top of every sharp edges. I want to cut only on the upper surface sharp edges. In that you have to be specific. To be specific, you have to specify the cut area. I am going to mention the cut area as this my particular face. If you have different faces at different level, you have to go for this add new set, go on adding. The maximum limit for this add new set is 156. Once again I will generate. You may observe it has generated only on the sharp edges of the face which we have selected in this particular specified cut area. You can preview by display. Whenever I have selected any entity that turn in dark color, if I have not selected anything, then it will be in faint color. Exclude edges means if you don't want to include any edges, specific edges at that moment, you need to select this particular one and go and select that particular edge which you don't want to include while doing deburring. So I have selected this particular curves. Here I have selected two curves. How I came to know, in bracket it is showing 2, means 2 entity I have selected. After that, once again I will generate. You may observe that edge which I have selected, that is excluded from the list of the cutting edges. If you are doing deburring for a mold plate, if it is having 1,000 number of holes, at that moment each and every time you no need to select the holes and mention this whole edge I want to ignore. Instead of that one, there is one option called ignore holes. Once you turn on ignore holes, it will ask you the hole diameter. You may give specifying terms of percentage of tool, otherwise also you can mention. If I want to ignore holes which are having diameter of 50, so whatever the holes which are lesser than or equal to 50, that will be ignored. If you want to track the edges of the deburred one, then you keep this on, otherwise no need to check on this. Go for tool axis. If you are working in a normal VMC, then keep this ZM axis. Sometime if you use angular attachment to the VMC to make it side pocket machining or something like that time you have to go for specific vector and you need to select the tool axis. Keep in mind Then later on I will give feed and speed. Spindle speed I want to keep for this particular operation with respect to the cutter will be 6000. Suppose if you are having a carbide cutter and the part is aluminum, for example, then you can keep 6000 and feed will be 250 or 180 or 500 you can keep. Or for harder materials you have to reduce feed. The machining time will mainly depend on this particular feed rate, and you can get a feed in rapid that with respect to G0 or G1. If you want to control on your machine, then your output should be G1 instead of G0. Initially for the first cut, if you want to reduce your feed, then you may expand this particular more where you can get this particular first cut. If you want to keep feed of 80%, suppose 80% of 500 will be 400, and while engaging if you want to keep 50%, that will be 250. To be precise, if you want to keep something here, you can give the values over here. Main two observation while observing for the NPD or new part development, people will keep different values for engage, different values for first cut. Once you engage your first cut, then your rest will be happening with the 500 feed rate. If you want to turn on smoothing while retracting, turn on this so that your non-cutting moves will get reduced. While engaging, your engage type is arc type so that your cutter is coming while touching, it is coming in arc direction. Instead of that one, if you want to plunge means what happens, directly it will come to the edge and it will start generating. To show that I am generating again here, you may observe directly it is coming and it is removing. Practically this plunge option will not be used for harder materials. Why? Because if you keep plunge, then your tool life will get reduced. Directly it will come to and hit to the part. The impact will be the spindle, what we call load, will be higher if you take plunge mode. Suppose if you take arc, then what happens? First cutter will come here, then again slower in this particular direction, and again it will remove. Even though chamfer is not there on a part, it is doing chamfer. That is the best part of this NX planar deburring operation. And the radius of this particular arc is controlled from here. Here we have mentioned 50% of tool diameter. That's why whatever diameter I have taken, like 16, so 50% of that one will be 8. If you want to increase, you can give a different percentage, or if you want to give specific value, you can mention from here. And the arc angle will be 90 degree, means from 90 degree, if you take this straight, this one straight, that will be 90 degree here, arc angle. Ramp angle is nothing but while engaging with which angle it has to touch, that you have to mention. Extend before or after is not needed. If you want, then you may extend it from here. Retract, same as engage, you have to keep. Avoidance, already we have mentioned these things. We will be mentioning in post processor for these particular things. No need to mention. Sometime what happens, there is one fixture or anything existing fixture which is mounted on a table. You want to be specific for a start point or a from point. That moment you need to mention these particular points. Rest all keep as it is. Region distance 200% means it will go to the safest clearance place with a 3 mm. If you want safe clearance more than this, then you mention. What happens if something is there in between from start point to the end point, it will lift to a certain distance and it will maintain the clearance option. So this is what you will get when a planar deburring operation. If you verify this one, you will come to know how exactly it is removing. In this replay, if you take, then only the tool flow will be shown. If you want to see how exactly part is cut, at that instance you should have a raw material model with you. So if you are not having raw material with you, then you have to give a specified blank from here, raw material model, then consider in geometry. If it is not, then go for bounding block. If you take, then extreme excess of xyz it will take, and it will consider raw material. Here I am considering this case for casting part or forging part, and I am considering here 2 mm material on top of this particular part. Once you do any changes in a workpiece, then you need to regenerate the operation. How I came to know? You can see here there is a regenerate symbol. Otherwise, keep a cursor on top of that. The software will tell you to regenerate. Go for this and generate. Once you do to verify, you can enter into this particular operation and verify from here. Otherwise, right click, verify, go for 3D dynamic, play. You will see how exactly it is removing on top of the component. The speed I kept is more. I am reducing the speed. Like this, deburring will happen on a machine also. Thank you.